Hey, what's up, Wrestling World? This is August C. Jones here with another Wrestle Ones. And this one is not going to be a long video. It's going to be relatively short. I'm just talking about the whole Road Dogg leaving WWE. And that news came out I think like a couple days ago of like the time of this recording. And it's one of those things where you wouldn't think that you would see this happened because of the fact of how close he is with Triple H and everything else. And you see he didn't put his people in power. You got Road Dogg, that was, I believe, the head of creative or the head writer or whatever on SmackDown. And then you got Shawn Michaels, of course, on NXT. And I'm surprised that Kevin Nash don't have a role. But even still, this is something that I don't think a lot of people thought that we would see, just due to the fact of like how close they are. But I didn't watch Unreal. I honestly have to watch both seasons. I literally have to watch both seasons. But from what I got from it was the fact of how Road Dogg looked when pitching certain things to Triple H, like just creative and trying to figure out where they go with certain storylines and wrestlers. It's one of those things where it's like I don't know if this probably is an ongoing thing because he left on his own accord. At least that's what reports say. That I feel like if that is a going on in like almost every like creative meeting, that he probably feel like, damn, like y'all making me feel dumb for pitching this. Y'all making me feel stupid for saying like, oh, this should happen, that should happen, and da-da-da. And it's like, I understand. I more than likely he feel frustrated. There's no way you're going to be that cool with Triple H, a person that is the head of creative, the person that has the Vince McMahon spot without the ownership of WWE, and you want to leave. Like, you have it good, like you have it made. So in order to leave a position like that, you either have another bigger opportunity or a great opportunity that causes you to leave. And I'm not talking about going to AEW and stuff like that, but maybe it's something else that's going on that would have him like leave a place where he can feel comfortable because one of his best friends is the head of creative. So he knows that he has a job for essentially life. And I feel like he probably felt underappreciated. He felt like he couldn't probably do what he wanted to do. And like, honestly, when you look at it, and I'm not saying that this is what the problem is or, what this was the situation, but maybe Road Dogg had a lot of good ideas, but maybe because of Triple H and TKO, he wasn't able to execute it because, they had to run it through them, and then they okayed it or not, and they probably was just like, nah, we can't go with that. And it probably was a great idea. I don't know that for sure, but maybe that's part of it. It has to be a frustration for him to leave a job that, is probably real comfortable for him. And it's just like, even though we heard that he left on his own accord, maybe not. Maybe he was a scapegoat. Maybe he was a person that, like, TKO felt like, oh, SmackDown isn't great and all this stuff, and they kind of blamed him. And so they was like, look, man, we're going to have to get rid of Road Dogg. Either we're going to have to demote him or get rid of him. And that's probably what was something that's happening. But as of reports go now, he did it on his own accord. Now, what to expect from that? I don't think that Road Dogg is going to go to AEW. At the most, I would think that he would probably go to TNA. But it's like, what else can he do? I don't think I mean, he's not injured or anything like that, or permanently injured to where he can't wrestle anymore, but he hasn't wrestled in so long that I don't think he's going to go back to TNA or any other like indies and stuff and start wrestling again after having so much time off, and he's more than likely not in ring shape anymore. So it's just like, what else is there to do? Because a person, when you look at a person like Road Dogg, it's like, what else, where else can he go? What can he do? It ain't like this person, like, he can just leave the creative team for WWE and go do acting, go wrestle again, go do this. I mean, he probably might get hired to be an on-screen presence, maybe on TNA as like a authority figure, or maybe NWA might hire him to, this and that. But it's just like, what else does he do? I don't see him doing anything else, and it's sad to see it. But if he left on his own accord, apparently he thought that that was the right decision, and hopefully for him it was a smart decision. Maybe he has money saved up to where he can retire and just not really have to deal with the stress and all that stuff of working with WWE. So hopefully that is the situation when it comes to that, but we'll see. Because if SmackDown is inherently still bad, because I don't watch the week by week SmackDown. I keep up with it through YouTube and stuff, but I don't watch it. I don't have cable. I have streaming services. So the most that I can watch as far as the weekly programs would be NXT and Raw, because I have Netflix. And then, you know, CW, the app is free and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, we'll see. We'll see. If the show continuously is bad, then we know that it wasn't Road Dogg. But if it ends up getting better now that he's not a part of it, which I don't think that this past SmackDown bode well for that. But if it ends up picking up and getting better, then we can see that maybe Road Dogg was the problem. But I honestly don't think that Road Dogg is the problem. I really don't. I feel like it's a Triple H TKO thing that they want certain things to go through, and he ended up being a casualty of that. Whether he got fired or not, it was just conflict and frustration behind what was to be done, and this is the end result. So I don't know, like, we'll see where all this goes, but I mean, it's kind of fucked up that he had to leave, that he felt that he had to leave, but hopefully he does well in whatever else he does, and we can go from there, and hopefully product gets better. If not, then I don't know what else can happen. Maybe Triple H might need to leave. But at the end of the day, those are my thoughts. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell for all the upcoming new videos and everything else. And if you like this video, also check out this other video, whatever side is on or wherever it's at. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out.